Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. I am your host with the most, Malk. Tonight we're at the glorious, glorious race of Spain, Espanol, the Spain on that one. So we're at the, what we call it, Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, with a 2.892 miles with a 4.654 kilometers. And also, we got, it should be 33 laps, 16 turns at the glorious Barcelona. While we're waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up and ready to go, just make sure they're all set up. So, good evening to everyone that's joining the stream as well. So, hopefully, it'll be a cracker tonight. I'm going to try and load up the tables and see what's happening. I do apologise if you hear any background noise as well, so hopefully it won't compromise too much, shall we say. But I'm just going to let them know that they're ready to go. So, yeah, just all set and ready to go. So, like I said, with the Barcelona track, I'll talk about the drivers and the situations of um, the table and stuff later on. Unfortunately, if you've just heard some commentary from the start, I do apologise. I forgot to put it in the party mode, so you probably hear some. They try to do the Midlands accent, but it's a complete fail on that one. So. But also, it's just absolutely insane stuff. But waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up, and I think we're all ready to go. Like I said, Barcelona track, you got 16 turns. The most crucial ones are like the chicane part at like turns 14 and 15, but also like it's like I say the longest straight on the Barcelona track, as you can see a glimpse of that image. That's the part where you can see the straight point of view there. But also, you got to get yourselves prepped up and ready to go with that turns 2 and 3, and then just after the first sector, you got turn 4. So it's like a kind of bit of a slow turn into right, and then a shot like a really sharp turn 5. Go down the hill, trying to turn 6, then a little bit of a left coming up the hill into turn 7, 8, and then you got the blind corner of turn 9, which is Campsa, and then you come up to the first DRS straight. Up to that end of that point, which you've just seen there, is the second sector. And then turns 10, 11, 12, we need to get it spot on. The unlucky 30 is what we see. Oh, we might see some rain, I think. It looks deadly, deadly, deadly cloudy over here, but absolutely insane stuff here. Just checking to see if I hear any updates. But basically, what I'm saying is, here, it's... looking at it from that point of view, just waiting for the more of an update, but it looks like it's going to be, well, we'll have to find out what's happening from the weather crew, because I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen yet, because you just never know. You just never know what to expect. You just never know what to expect. And looking at it from everyone's point of view here, I'm still waiting for the update of finding out what's going on, but... So Fresh stands the first driver out. Dry quali, I've been told. Dry quali. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sorry for the pause. I have to find out the news coming in from the weather crew, because I found out it's going to be a dry quali. However, and I say this, however, the race will start with dry, but it will turn into a wet race near the end of the race. This is going to be absolutely epic, and I hope it's going to be the same epic as what I've seen from last night's Performance League 1. Manic. There was like a 7-car battle going on. It was just absolutely insane stuff, but I can't wait for it. I can't wait for this battle, because regarding the situations at the table in everyone's point of view, I mean, last week's race at Bahrain was an absolute cracker, to be fair. I'm just waiting for starting Ferocious Dan's point of view, looking at the first court, not go for the DRS straight now. So, here we go. What can Ferocious Dan do coming up to the first turn now? So, coming to the first turn, and needs to get a good sector. We've got yellow flags in sector 3 now, so this is the awkwardest corner here. He needs to get his spawn full pelt, but try and keep it on the line here. At 21.8, that's a good time to be fair. However, they're on the super softs, and the super softs don't last that long in Spain. And hopefully they don't compromise too much here, but anything could happen. Anything could happen. This is the one where it's turn 7, then turn 8, and this is the blind corner of turn 9 at Kamsa. I was going to say Kamsa. Brennan's is just laying them through, laying Ferocious down through. So D-Boy Dan's just going through the other alternative route. So coming through there, I didn't see the second sector time, but I'm still watching it from his point of view. I will go back to the overall view, but I wanted to see the actual lap view. Try and get spot on here. Oh, gets through 14, 15, and then coming up to turn 16, we've still got yellow flags sector 3 now. Here we go. It might get a 118, 118.2. A 118.2. Steele has left the session. Steele has left the session. So who's going to do it? Oh, Stephen. Oh, Stephen, like I said, he's really struggling at the moment still, but hopefully he'll try and bounce back. 119.7 on the soft tyre. Don't blame it on the Bougie. He was 300th of a second behind Ferocious Dan. Absolutely insane stuff, but F1 Richard, what can he do if he beats and Q's? It might be a struggling lap here. A 122.5 on the medium tyre, to be fair. Not good enough. Still not good enough, but what can... Briggs has done a 120.3. The Willow did a 119.2, sorry, not 129, that was a bit harsh on that one, Mark. But like I said, regarding the updates from last week's results, Bougie won it last week, but Sab did win last week, but unfortunately because of the penalty, and he did not have any proof after, regarding it, it was just absolutely insane stuff. But looking at it from everyone's point of view, Nitrogas has done a 120.8 on the medium tyre now. Fasco's done a 119.9 on the medium tyre. Still trying to see what Brennan's can do. Probably get into the 20s. Oh, just 119 flat. 119.9, sorry. But like I said, it's going to be absolutely insane. It's like insane in the membrane on that one. So, good evening to everyone that's just joined the session. I hope you're okay and well. Send us your comments if you want to find out what you want to know. Regarding the update from the tables from last week, I'll just say quickly, Bougie won the race. Won the battle there because Sab actually won the race last week, but because Bougie was behind him, Bougie went ahead because of penalties from Sab. So hopefully, I wish a safe journey, and I wish Sab all the very best, because he's actually gone to Australia for the next few weeks, so I hope he's going to have a cracking time on there. So Snoop Dogg, Marky, try and do a 22.2. So it's in the soft tyre, so that's not too bad, shall we say, on that time. Considering what the others are doing on the super softs at 21.8 by Ferocious Dan, who's still in the lead, still in the qualifying at the moment. So still trying to go from turn 7 and turn 8, and then coming up to the blind spot of turn 9, which is a Kamsa corner on that one. So, he lost it there, Snoop Dogg, Marky on that one. It looks like it might have been a 52 seconds, but as I was saying about the table, Bougie got first with 15 points. Captain Steve, who had a magnificent battle in the race, so he might be trying to do everything possible. Got yellow flag sector 3 now. Ferocious Dan's going to try and do another lap in. Fasco, he's trying to do another lap in. Steele is just joined back in, so hopefully he'll get back into the car. But what can Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg has got a 119.1. However, Daniel Dow has left the session, so hopefully he will come back as quickly as possible. It's like domino face. It's like one goes, one comes, one goes on that one. So insane stuff. But what can Fascoli? I was going to say Fascoli's going to do his lapping, but Mike Mike is trying to do his lapping on the super softs. Now, he's just going to get himself prepped up and ready to go. Frosistan? Yeah, I'll watch Frosistan again because he's on provisional pole at the minute with a 118.2 at the moment. So, yellow flags sector 1 now. Captain Sid got second with 12 points. F1 Richards in third with 10 points. Sab is in fourth with 7 points. Tej is in fifth with 6. Sorry, F1 Richards got 10 points. Sab's got 8 points. Tej's got 6 points. Frosistan got 5 points. Mike's got 4 points. Steele has got 3 points. Steve has got 2 points. Briggs has got 1 point. And there's quite a few drivers who have had DNFs and 2 zeros on that one. But anything could happen tonight. Anything could happen. But look at it from everyone's point of view. Could anyone try and beat Frosistan? Now, a good time around here will probably be about high 17s, 117s to low 180s, which is currently at the moment here. So this is quite interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. So there's your comments. See what you think is going to happen in tonight's race. Do you think there'll be a shock tonight? Do you think there'll be a situation... Oh, he's gone back into the pits. That was a good timing, but F1 Richard going through sector 3 now. So here we go. What can... The two McLaren boys trying to get their constructors as quickly as possible. So F1 Richards doing everything he can. He's done a 120.4. He's improved his time. He might have improved his time. And that was on the soft... Oh, sorry. I do apologise. I thought that was his actual lapping. So he's going through the first 3 turns here. So he's on turn 3 now, coming up to turn 4. The first of the first sec. It's like Arcry from Open All Hours. So like, or do that penguin mode, like pick up a penguin. Absolutely insane stuff here. But F1 Richards doing everything he can to try and get some lapping. But based on the time that he's doing at the minute, I think that will not be enough to get into where the guys like from the Willow and O'Stephen where they are now. Like I said, O'Stephen's done well to get 5th at the minute, considering half the other drivers haven't done their lappings yet. But yellow flags are set to 1 now, so he's trying to go into turn 13 now. The unlucky 13 coming to 14 now, trying to get that momentum going. Turn to turn 15 and then turn 16. F1 Richard tries to do everything he can to get a good exit here, but he might just improve. Yeah, it does improve actually, with a 119.8 on the soft tyre. Good. He's done his best time. He's done his best time, to be fair, but however, so still watching. Well, someone's just went onto the grass there. I don't know who was that in front, but I hope it doesn't compromise too much. But I'm still watching from Mo Stevens' point of view on the pink Force India car. So he's trying to Tej the old guard veteran here, but he was ahead, and now Stevens just gone ahead. Oh, brilliant! Oh, absolutely brilliant! 117.8 from the Willow. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. But what can Bougie? Bougie is not going to be enough for that one. Brennons did a 118.7, so that's good times there from the Super Softs. But, however, regarding the tyre wear situations, this is going to be absolutely crucial stuff, because with the guys on the Super Softs, they don't last that long, I don't think, regarding it. But F1 Richards, I think F1 Richards just moved up. Yeah, he has. He's just moved up to 7th place at the moment, but Tej is going to be quick, but he has to watch his ERS at the minute. We've got yellow flag sectors 1 and 2 at the minute. Good evening to everyone that's just joined the session. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. We're coming up just under the 6-minute mark. Oh, Tej! Is he going back into the pits? I think he's gone back into the pits. Yeah, he has. Nitrogash. Nitrogash. Trying to get a momentum going in. I think he might have to go back into the pits. He hasn't got much petrol left, but he's got a wide and a little bit there. Needs to get into the 51s here. 52. 3/10 quicker. 3/10 quicker. He needs to get into the 119s as quickly as possible. Snoop Dogg, Marky. 600th of a second behind the Willow. That is insane in the membranes on that one. Absolutely insane stuff. But Nitrogash doing everything possible to try and get a good time. Pulling everything he can. Might get into the 20s. No, 119.5. That's a good time. Still not quick enough than the other two drivers who... Well, it's only 3/10. One of the Ferrari drivers just laying past at the moment. But... Depot Dan? Depot Dan's just going back into the pits. Anyone else? Snoop Dogg's a 10th quicker. He's a 10th quicker than the Willow. So this will be a chance. He might get this. He might get this. Good evening. Oh, what can Snoop Dogg Marky does? Sorry if you just commented. You might have to send it. You might have to send it again because the phone doesn't work sometimes. So if you just joined, I do apologise. You might have to send the comment in again. Oh, Snoop Dogg just went back into the pits. Froshistan? No. Fasconi? Yeah, Fasconi's going to try and do his lapping now from that point of view. Just trying to see what's going to happen next. Still watching Fasconi's point of view. Like I said, Fasconi's doing everything he can to try and get some decent points for the league stuff anyway. But, so here we go. What can he do? He's done a little bit quicker. Oh no, sorry, I do apologise. That was not his best time. Oh, no. But looking at it from everyone's point of view here, it's going to be between the Willow and Snoop Dogg to battle it out for the last podium stuff. Well, the last top two or that one, because I don't know if anyone could catch Snoop Dogg or the Willow on that point there. But Fasconi is doing everything he can to try and get the momentum going on that one. So Fasconi doing everything he can on that one here. But if you just joined, ladies and gentlemen, if you just commented, if you can just send another comment, that would be fantastic. Because I did not see that, sorry, so you might have to view it again. Still watching from Fasconi's point of view. He's within the 51s at the minute, so still trying to do everything he can. Quite a few drives will be going out, so we're coming to the 2.5 minute marker now. The 2.5 minute marker. So what can happen here? Will we see some action going on? Oh, he needs to get a good exit around turn 16 now. Fasconi needs to try and get through. And he moves up to 5th. That was a good lap. And that's on the soft tyre as well. So that's a massive boost for him. Massive boost for him. This will be a fight to the finish. Now, this will be a fight to the finish. I'm going to watch the old god of Tej doing everything he can. So, I've just been told from the league admin, aka Captain Stiff, I've just been told that the lobby will have to be reset. So, it will still be the qualifying session as normal, but it will have to be a new lobby session after this. So, Notorious. Mike's just moved up to a 120.3. Just trying to see what's going to happen next. But trying to do everything he can for that one. But Tej, aka the old veteran, as I call him now, he's bailed his lap. So we come up to the 1 minute marker. So Brennan's is not doing his lap. Bougie. Bougie will be the one. So, we might see some interesting stuff. So, here we go. So, you might want to hear it. Here we go. You know what? It's coming. Fasco's got the retirement now. Oh, brilliant! Oh! Oh, brilliant! Time is up! The time is up! Absolutely insane stuff, but... Oh, that was insane! I thought Bougie might have just done it, but Snoop Dogg Marquis just pulled. I thought Bougie just managed to do it on that one, but the Willow's still doing his lapping now on third. He'll be the only one that'll be close enough. 6/10 off Snoop Dogg. So what can he do? D-Boydan has retired from the session. Here we go. He's got to get into the 17s. Oh, 3/10 off. However, that is his best time of the session. But that is... Snoop Dogg won't improve. Bougie won't improve. Ferocious's just finished his lap. Brennan's is the next one. Oh, he's made a mistake. He's made a mistake. I was just waiting to see what's going to happen. He's made a mistake. And I believe that was on turn 12. Just one before the unlucky turn of 13. So he's going to try and go back into the pits. Mike. Where's Mike? Oh, Mike will not be doing his lap. So what you see is what you're going to get, ladies and gentlemen. Snoop Dogg Marquis has poled. And what a fantastic lap. Absolutely insane stuff. I do apologise if you hear any of the screaming on that one, because I was just like, oh, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm not talking about the Gillette Soccer Saturday of unbelievable Jeffs. But absolutely insane stuff here. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant stuff. So, Snoop Dogg and Mike will have to retire. Mike's retired. Just waiting for Snoop Dogg to retire from the session. But like I said, just about a 2-minute marker before it finished, Captain Stiff has confirmed the lobby will have to be reset purely because of what happened with the qualifying. So hopefully that doesn't compromise too much on there, but I'm sure we'll find out as soon as. So I'm just trying to see. So still waiting for the guys. So just to recap, some of the drivers could not get back into their cars after they got disconnected from the lobby. So what they're going to do, what Captain Stiff has just said to me, is they're going to reset the lobby. We won't do the qualifying again because that's the qualifying, that's what you'll see, is what you'll get. But they'll go straight to the formation lap. Here are your short qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League F3 League. You got Snoop Dogg Marquis in first, The Willow in second, Bougie in third, Ferocious in fourth, Notorious in fifth, Fasconi in sixth, Brennan's is in seventh, O'Stephen in eighth, Prix in ninth, F1 Richards in 10th, Tej is in 11th, Nitrogash 12th, Mike 13th, D-Boydan 14th, Captain Stiff, Steele, Danielle and White Eagle have all not done a time. So just wait for the time to go. So we're just double checking. So I believe, yeah, Ted just left the session. I think we're about to leave the session. Yeah, we're just about to leave the session. So I'm not going to stop the stream. I'm just going to find out what's going on. We'll be right back. So I'm just waiting for that to start. So I do apologise, guys, about that. Good evening to Ririk. Is rooting for Bougie. I do apologise if I missed that comment. It's just the phone. So just waiting for the guys to prep themselves. So we are going back into. Going to try and start it now. So, from what I've been told anyway, I think hopefully the guys will be back into the lobby. Um, Hopefully they can get back into their cars as well. So just waiting for that setup as well. But looking at it from everyone's point of view here, oh, didn't mean to put that. Didn't mean to say that. But what a lap from oh, who is it? So Rurik says no worries. That song though, magic. Which song do you want about, mate? Do you want about the countdown song? Just waiting for Rurik to. If that's how if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I get it wrong. Rurik. It's like relic, but Rurik. I do apologise. I won't take the mic, but yeah, just waiting for the. Um, but yeah, it's just a fantastic moment here. Just waiting for some of the drivers to come back in, and we were about to kick off with the actual race itself. We're just going to go straight to the blame it on the bougie. Uh, uh, don't blame it on don't blame it on the game. Don't blame it on the bougie. Blame it on the bougie. That's what he's saying. Oh, okay. Cola. Oh, cola. Coca-Cola. Oh, missing all the banter of the race. Oh. Yeah, I'll say good evening to Cola. I hope he's okay. I hope you're okay, well, mate, and I hope you enjoy the race tonight. What's your predictions? What do you reckon it's going to be tonight? So, still waiting for some of the action going on here. But yeah, should be a cracking race. I mean, from what I've been told anyway, it's going to be a dry to wet race. But however, because people got left the session, I don't know if it's going to be still be set to from dry to wet because they didn't. I'm not 100% sure when it was going to kick in. So just waiting for some more updates. So Cola says looking tight, but teammate Boogie with a bougie for the win. Okay. Who do you think is going to be a shock? Who do you reckon? Who's surprised you the most tonight? So we're going to get ourselves straight to the race now. So we're going to go straight to the formation lap, and I believe we're going to go straight to the race. Anyway, but I believe hopefully, um, Captain Stiff has got it set to get the drivers set up, boy, and all set and ready to go. So here we go. This is absolutely insane stuff. I think it was Snoop Dogg Mark who got the pole. And what a lap! That was a brilliant lap. I thought Bougie has just done it at the time when the countdown was happening as well, and that would have been a perfect timing. But yeah, it's going to be a epic race. Absolutely epic. So just seeing what's going to happen here. So I'm just waiting for the guys. I think it will keep the session of the weather when it's in championship mode on the F1 game. So that's a good feature. That's what I quite like about the feature because especially in league situations where you try and you know if someone got disconnected and you have to mess about with the weather and it may not be the one that could be right and it could be you have to make it spot on as well and it's just too much tedious work. So that part I quite like about it anyway, and it saves us the admins and you know all that struggles anyway. But like I said, it's going to be an absolute epic battle, and I can't wait for it. I really, really cannot wait for it tonight because I think this is going to be the one where this could be right down to the wire. If we've had a 7-car battle, if we've just had a 7-car battle yesterday, what are we going to have for tonight's race at the glorious race at Barcelona? So Barcelona is like one of those tracks where it's a good track. Don't get me wrong; it's one of those greatest tracks, but you just got to get spot on with everything that you do. So just still waiting for the guys. I think they're all still trying to get themselves prepped up and ready to go. Um, but like I said, Cola, who's gonna be in the podium places tonight? Who do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen? And you do need those drinks. You do need those drinks to get that energy boost. But also your throat gets knackered afterwards. So still we're going to be all set and ready to go straight to the formation lap. Hopefully it would kept the drivers as they were before, which I'm pretty sure it will anyway. But you never know. Ah yes, that's brilliant. Snoop Dogg, Marky. Um, so I'd like to see what the tyre situation is going to be like. To be fair. So looking at it from that point of view, Cola says Snoop and Stiff for the surprise podium. Oh, okay. That's quite interesting. That's really quite interesting stuff. But I'm more interested about I won't tell you my predictions yet. I'll probably do it just before we start. We'll see how it goes. But Tej, Nojagash, D-Boy Dan, Danielle Dow, and White Eagle that have all gone for the soft tyre. Mike, Captain Stiff and Steel are going to go for the medium tyre. Now, what's happened here? The Wheeler got disqualified and Bougie got disqualified because Snoop Dogg's car just got ghosted. That's a bit weird on that one. So we're just waiting for the guys to prep them up and ready to go. Hopefully it doesn't compromise too much on the stream. What do you think of the stream so far? Is it good quality so far, Carla? As in, like picture wise, because I've put it on 60 frames per second to see if it's worth it on that one. But coming up to turn 14 and then 15, Snoop Dogg coming up to the last bit now. But watch out for Fasconi. Fasconi will be ahead of the soft tyres. For the guys who are on the super softs, they'll probably have to do super softs then softs for like before the rain kicks in. I'm not sure when it's going to kick in because I'd like to know how it's going to happen. But yeah, looks good, cool. Just wasn't sure what's going to happen here because everyone's all set and ready to go now. White Eagle's doing everything he can to try and get into the position he goes. Here we go. Or we might have the one. No. We got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Oh, there's quite a few slow starts from the back there, as you can see. Oh my God! We were up for 3. We've got 3. Oh! What was happening there? There's some debris at the background there. There's some absolutely madness at the back. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking of that corner there. Absolute shock. What's going on? Briggs has got a 5-second stop-go penalty for ignoring yellow flags, which that may be ignored. But Boydan and Danielle went wide there on one of the corners there. But we might have a two-car battle here. Hopefully that's not going to compromise too much here. But Boydan will be struggling. But Notorious has moved on to third. There's quite a few battles at the background here. Absolutely insane stuff. Brilliant. Absolutely. Yeah, Carlos says, oof, bumper cars. Nitrogas has retired from the session. What actually has happened? I'm not sure what's happened. Ferocious has dropped right down to 9th at the minute. So something must happen. Snoop Dogg Marcus done 125.4, the fastest lap of the race. But Captain Stiff. Sorry, Brenos is going to the pits now. Captain Stiff doing everything he can on the Williams car, trying to do everything possible. 5-second stop-go penalty for Bougie for speeding in the pit lane. So that will not be removed. That will not be removed. But Stiff already 7th. He's in 6th now. 6th, yeah. Carlos says 6th now. Nitrogas has left the session. There's quite a few drivers gone into the pits already because of that massive crash. I don't know what actually caused it or started, but I noticed there was quite a few debris, and then after turn 2, it was just absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. That will need to be addressed by the stewards afterwards, because that's just absolutely diabolical, that is. Hopefully that won't compromise too much there, but Captain Stiff going everything possible for F1 Richard. F1 Richard's in a Williams sandwich, but Captain Stiff's going for the inside! Oh, I nearly got it! F1 Richard's still holding on there. He's still holding on. Bridges moved up to 12th now. Oh, I'm not going to blame on him at all, but he's having a bad time at the minute. But Mike's moved up to 9th at the minute. Snoop Dogg, Mike has done a 121.6 on the Supersofts, but F1 Richard's pulling away slowly now. But as you can see, Captain Stiff doing everything possible. Oh, I love this helicopter view. Can't sell it now. Captain Stiff doing everything possible, but still not close enough. Still not close enough for the top 5 at the moment here. But this will be a massive, massive advantage for the constructors, for the Williams at the minute. Probably. I'd like to know what happened between for Nitrogas and D-Boy-Dan to retire so early in the race. Again, it's just insane stuff. But Danielle Dow has left the session, so that will need to be addressed on here. But looking at it from Captain Stiff's point of view, oh, F1 Richard's gone wide. He's gone wide there, but Captain Stiff will do everything possible to try and close in. Still watching it from that point of view, but the Willow will try and do everything possible to try and close in on Snoop Dogg. Ter just moved up to Notorious. Notorious has made a mistake on turn 12. That's bad, massive bad luck there. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but Ter just moved up to 3rd, so he's in the podium stuff at the moment here. I remember Ter years and years ago. That's why I call him the old god. Yeah, call him the old god, because he did actually win a race in so many years ago. But like I said, hopefully that'll be a bounce back ability. But he has got the soft tire compared to the two that are already on the super soft, so he has got a massive advantage here. I said Fascari was the one that had to be awaited on, so still waiting to see. I'm still watching it from Captain Stiff's point of view, because Briggs is right at the back of him. Stiff's right at the back of F1 Richard in a minute if he doesn't watch it. So still watching from that point of view here. Oh, trying to get that momentum up from turn 9. Sorry, from turn 8 then, and coming up to turn 9. This is the part where it needs to try. Look at that beautiful camera view there. Notorious nearly went wide there, coming to the gravel there, but hopefully Briggs will do everything possible to try and close in. So, F1 just gone a little bit wide there, but watching it from that point of view, from Captain Stiff's, it's just absolutely insane stuff here. Oh, Captain Stiff nearly lost it at that corner there, but massive, massive boost if he can try and close in. He hasn't got the DRS. He should have the DRS. I don't know why he's not picking it. That's weird. That's absolutely weird. I'm surprised they didn't have the DRS straight open, but absolutely insane. Willow's trying to close it on Snoop Dogg. Then we got this 3-car battle, which I'm still watching from since lap 2. Well, lap 2, lap 3 of it. So, ding dong battle here, but hopefully we might see some more battles going on. Like I said, hopefully there'll be a 7-car battle, but I doubt that very much because some of the drivers have all split out a little bit here, a little bit there. But as you can see from the background there, Ted just holding on for third. I was just say ninth there, but F1 Richard holding on for fourth. Captain Stiff doing anything possible. Briggs is doing everything he can to try and close in, but what do you do at this situation here? Because Captain Stiff has got another massive advantage actually, because he will have the softs at the end of the race. But however, depending on the weather, I know I've been told there's going to be wet race come end of the race, so anything could happen. Anything could happen. But I might go back to the top 2 in a minute. But I want to see what happens between these guys here. Can Captain Stiff, now he's got the DRS, now he's got a chance. He might have a chance for the... Oh, too late. He's holding on for dear life here, but the Willow's trying to do everything possible. Oh, brilliant stuff. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Briggsy, I'm watching it from his point of view here because absolutely insane in the membrane on that one. But I'd like to know what actually happened between, like, from the back of the race, well, from the first lap, first corner. Now to avoid. Brown's has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that at all. He did not want that at all. But watching it from everyone's point of view here, Captain Stiff might have an advantage here. Tej looks like he's struggling with the soft tyres at the moment, but not. We might have a 4-car battle here. I think we might have a 4-car battle here. Tej will need to watch out here because Snoop Dogg pits. Snoop Dogg has pitted. The Willow stays out. Oh, Captain Stiff, chance. But F1 Richard's got the DRS. We might have a 2. Might have a 2. Oh no, just missed out on the 2. But Tej looks like he's really struggling with those soft tyres at the moment. They're not at the lines that you see on the tyre wear at the moment, but oh my god, brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Carlo, what do you think of the race so far? Do you think there's going to be another shock in the cards tonight? Do you think there'll be another shock? Still trying to get the viewers' point of view. So Captain Stiff still holding on, still watching it from his point of view. I might have to go back to Mike's moved up. Something must happen with White Eagle at the moment, but Captain Stiff, oh! Was that? Oh no. I was trying to see who that was. Ahead of Tej was close, but it's not. So Tej is still holding on for second. Still holding on, but F1 Richards want to try and pounce as quickly as possible. Willow's pitted. The Willow has pitted. But where's Snoop Dogg? Oh no. Oh no, Snoop Dogg has got the pit issue. He did not want that at all. Tej is in the lead. 5-second stop-go penalty for corner cutting for Fasconi. Yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. Snoop Dogg will be absolutely furious with this game. Absolutely furious. I wouldn't be surprised, because how would you feel if you get stuck in the pits after that? I'll be absolutely livid. Absolutely livid. I'm going to see if not Notorious. Notorious trying to close in on Steel. 2 to bed. 2! Notorious! Oh, brilliant! Steel trying to avoid the contact there, but he's done everything he can possible there. But what a move from Notorious. That's what I like to see from the old god of Notorious. The former F2 champion of many years ago. So now he's, like I said, he's had some struggling times, Notorious, to be fair, from what I've seen in the past few seasons. But I'm hoping that will be sorted as quickly as possible. Snoop Dogg Marky has left the session. I wouldn't be surprised, because I think that could have been the win tonight. I was thinking, where's Snoop Dogg? But unfortunately, that shouldn't happen. We're going to battle for the top 3 at the moment. Look at that! Look at that! Brilliant stuff! This is absolutely insane in the membrane. Captain Stiff's going on the inside. Oh! Can Captain Stiff hold on? And he does. No. Yes. Yes. No. Oh, that could have been nasty with the 2 to beds. Oh, brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, what do you say on this? Boogie's gone back into the pits to put on the medium tire. But where's Captain Stiff? So still watching it from his point of view here. So still watching from the top 4's point of view, because that's the only battles we've got at the minute here. What do you do? What do you do around here? But to be fair, if you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a shock. We had to restart the session because of drivers disconnected, and unfortunately we had a massive crash, a few crashes at the start of the Invictus F3 race because of turns 1 and 2 respectively, before we get to turn 3. The Wheelhouse to the fastest lap. Oh, that could have been nasty from Briggsy. Tej is really holding on, but Captain Stiff would have the advantage because of the medium tyre. But F1 Richard doing everything he can to close in on Tej. Tej's really looking like he's struggling on the tyres, but he's doing everything he can. Fastgo's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We've got a top 4. We have got a top 4. Oh, Stephen moves up to 12th. Brennon's must have made a mistake. He's dropping down to 13th. He must have made a mistake during that point in time. But we've got a top 4 car battle here. Oh, Captain Stiff holding on there. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Oh, what can F1 Richard do? Oh, this is absolutely... What do you do? I've been watching this battle since lap 2 or 3. I've seen a few battles going on left, right, centre at the back, but I might see Ferocious Dan and White Eagle in a minute. So, here we go. 3 car battle at the minute, but Briggs is just a little bit drifting behind. But what can Oh, both of them are back from the defensive line, back into the racing line. But where's Ferocious Dan? Ferocious Dan doing everything he can. Oh, where's Captain Stiff? The tyres must be absolutely... 2 in a bed! 2 in a bed! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant stuff from the absolute belter from Ferocious Dan. Moves up to 7th. Still watching from the top 4 at the minute. I know that was a bit of debris, or that was a bit of the car going past, but... Oh, Captain Stiff nearly lost it there again. Still watching it from that point of view here. But I'm a bit worried about Steel, because Snoop Dogg's car is still stuck in the pits at the moment here. I don't know what's going on. But Steele will need to think. Oh, Tej had to brake late there, but Tej had to go back into the pits. Yeah, he's going into the pits for the first time. Sorry, but Captain Stiff, well, the advantage of getting ahead of F1 Richard and being the lead in the race for Willows to the 121.5. He's in fourth at the minute. Oh, turn him head! What a move! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant stuff from Captain Stiff. Would have the advantage here. He's got a massive, massive advantage now. Massive. But where's Briggsy? Oh, that could have been nasty between him and F1 Richard again. Briggsy needs to a little bit calm down there. But the gap was there. Don't get me wrong, the gap was there. But he needed it to calm down. If he turned a little bit to the left more, he could have knocked into F1 Richard, and that could have been game over between them two. But Captain Stiff's going to pull away. Now, the mediums last about 20 laps. 17 to 20 laps. So, yellow flags sectors 1 and 2. White Eagle must be making a mistake. Yeah, Briggs has got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Ferocious Dan will have the advantage of trying to close in on Tej for 6th place at the minute. But Briggsy might close in on F1 Richard here. Willow wants to try and join the battle here. So this might be a good second, third and fourth. Sorry, F1 Richard's going to the pits now. So, Willow watching it from Willow's point of view. Not the win of the Willows, but the Willow 97 trying to do everything he can. Yellow flag sector 3. Yellow flag sector 3. So Ferocious Dan still watching it from Ferocious Dan's point of view. Can Ferocious Dan try to close in on Tej? Someone's just coming out of the pits. One of the McLarens. Hopefully they don't collide. Ferocious Dan goes ahead. But F1 Richards on the super soft tyre. He's saying, he's maybe thinking that the rain may come in at some point, but the tyre wear may be really struggling at that point in time. But Fascani! Oh, what a move! Watch this battle. The two McLarens having a ding-dong battle, but Ferocious Dan, I'm not sure if these two are just going to coordinate to say I want to try and attack Tej for 5th place at the minute. Mike hasn't pitted yet. Same with the guys. F1 Richard moves up to 6th. I think that might be tactical team play here, which if it does, that is fantastic teamwork there. Did it smooth and ease without any issues. F1 Richard is on the quicker tyre, so Ferocious Dan, I wouldn't be surprised to let him through because he didn't want to ruin his teammates' tyre wear as quickly as possible. But watching it from Briggs is pitted. Steele doing everything he can. Still trying to do everything he can to try and get past Fasconi for 9th place, but a little bit behind. Oh, he may a little bit behind again. If you just joined, send us your comments again. We'd like to see your views again. Ferocious Dan has pitted. If you just send a comment, if you just send another comment again, I didn't see that, sorry. Snoop Dogg, he says, damn it. I know, mate, I'll do, well, I can't do anything about it, unfortunately, but the car's still stuck, so I'm worried about Steele's tyre wear situation. If he's going to try and pit, will it happen to him in the pit entry? Possibly, could be. We're on lap 15 of 33, nowhere near, well, is it nowhere near, we're about a few laps away from the halfway marker here. But looking at it from Ferocious Dan's point of view, yellow flag sector 1. So Ferocious Dan trying to close in on Fascani now but I want to try and get onto F1 Richard, who's on the quicker tyre, to try and close in on. And he does it. He does it with ease! Oh, what a move! Brilliant! What a move from F1 Richard. Brilliant stuff. That's the F1 Richard that I know really well. That's the one I want to see more often. I'm sorry I didn't see the whole the whole overtake, but I was trying to see Ferocious Dan, his teammate, and he does the move. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Burgess got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. Steele. Can Steele try and close in on Bougie for 10th place to get some at least some points for the Sauber team? My only concern is the Sauber team is just completely stuck. I don't know if they've got glue at the pit entry, but hopefully that doesn't compromise too much on Steele's entry on that one. But the Willow try and close in on Captain Stiff for the lead. 2 in a bed. 2. Oh, that's absolutely insane stuff. Yellow flag sector 2. Yellow flag sector 2. I'm not sure where that's come from. But the Willows try and do everything possible to try and get past Captain Stiff. Captain Stiff is on 15 laps. 15 laps of the medium tyre. 15 laps. Absolutely insane stuff. But brilliant stuff from the Willow. Try and close in on. Oh, I love this helicopter. Oh, Willow's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that at all. He did not want that at all. But the Willow try and do everything he can. Oh no, Steele's going to the pits now. This could be game breaker. Snoop Dogg, if you're watching still, do you think there's a chance that who do you think is going to win tonight? I would have said you if you didn't have that pit entry issue. Oh, so it works for one of the drivers, but doesn't work for another driver. That's great. So the Willow try and do everything he can to close in on Captain Stiff now for. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. What a move! What a move to try and do that as quickly as possible. But yeah, absolutely insane stuff here. No, he's stuck. Oh no, I thought he got into the pits fine. I thought he got out quick. I do apologise, but I knew that was worried about Steele's situation here. So that's rotten luck here. Steele had to pit. Snoop Dogg had to pit. So I wouldn't be surprised if the admins will have a look at this and decide probably about half of the points to be sorted out for the two Sauber drivers, because that at the point when they went into the pits. So really, really unlucky from Snoop Dogg and Steele. It's just absolutely. I'm speechless. I'm still speechless at the moment. Snoop Dogg says restart. We'd try, but I doubt it very much that majority of the drivers have already gone past the halfway mark. Unless I'm mistaken, the clouds are coming in. We're on the halfway marker now. The clouds are coming in. I wouldn't be surprised if Captain Stiff and Mike, who F1 Richard is trying to close in on Mike. Rain! Rain! Absolutely. Oh, rain has kicked in. But it won't be enough for the track to be wet enough. It'll need at least another few laps, probably about another 5 laps, I think, to get the wets to kick in. Snoop Dogg says pole as well. I know, mate. I know. What do you do here? But Mike's gone out slow on that corner there. But F1 Richard's trying to do everything he can. Oh, you never see a move like that. I don't know if that was a bit of contact between F1 Richard and Mike for third. Steele has left the session. I was not surprised with that one, but oh, who's that? Tej trying to close in on Mike here. So the guys who are on the soft tyre went on to the mediums. The medium tyres will be alright for a bit. It might hold on for about 3 or 4 laps, but it won't be enough for when the rain kicks in. It'll be whoever blinks first to get the intermediates ready. I don't think it's intermediate ready. However, Tej wants to get past Mike as quickly as possible, and he's already on 18 laps of the medium tyre, so Tej has done the move there, so brilliant move. Snoop Dogg says, can I join commentary? Yeah, you can do if you want, mate. I'm just trying to see this battle first. Actually, I'll join now. So I'll just invite Snoop Dogg, Marky, get him his thoughts of the race while we do the commentary box as well. So try and get him in. I do apologise if you just missed the last about a minute of it. It's just because there was a bit of a gap. Briggs is really closing in on Mike at the moment for 5th place. So here we go. What can Briggsy do? Briggsy's got a chance now with the mediums. Mike's really struggling. He's on 18 laps of the medium tyre. So he's really trying to hold on with those medium tyres as quickly as possible. He really go for it. Same with Captain Stiff. They're going all the way here. Really going all the way. But it's just when that's going to happen on that one. But a good evening to Snoop Dogg, Marky. How you doing? Oh, what a move! Oh, sorry, Snoop. Oh, brilliant stuff. If you're joining the commentary, mate, just make sure you got your allow voice to be shared quickly, mate.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Nice one. So.
Oh, what a race!
Oh, I bet you and Steele will probably be thinking, what do I need to do with the pit crew at Salbert as well? Absolutely insane.
The last race they gave me a faulty clutch from our supplier Fanatec, and then this time they don't let me back out again.
Oh, you and Steele will probably have words with them afterwards, won't you? After the race, from what you've seen tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It's turned out to be a cracking race, so I think if depends who goes first into the pits.
Yeah, I'm just watching. I don't know what lap you're watching it. I don't know if you're watching it from my stream or you're watching it from. Still in the
so
lobby.
I've got 21 on my screen and then 20 on the Twitch app.
21 already, mate. So Notorious is coming out of the pits now. Bougi's trying to close in on Fasconi for 8th place. F1 Richard has pitted. Will he go for the intermediates? What do you think, Snoop?
So I've got him on my screen now.
Yeah.
He's coming in on the. What's he got? No, he's going for softs.
He's going for the soft
On my screen, he's gone for softs.
Is that a mistake, would you say?
I would think so. I mean, the softs on some circuits can do some pretty decent laps when it's on the borderline, but if it's going to rain, then I think he's made the wrong mistake there. He's not happy on those tyres.
Oh no. Absolutely insane stuff here, but Bougi's trying to close in on Fasconi. Fasconi's on 19 laps, Snoop. 19 laps on the medium tyre. Bougi's trying to close in. He's on 7 laps better than Fasconi's tyre wear situation, but he is trying to close in on Fasconi for 8th place at the moment. So tell us your updates so far.
I'm just trying to get back to F1 Richard here, just to my screen's going all weird. Hold on.
Still. Oh, Bougie! I nearly lost it there on the blind corner of turn 9 onto the gravel, but he's really trying to close in on Fasconi for 8th. Sorry about that, Snoop.
So now the interesting thing is, I'm watching F1 Richard. He's got pretty good traction on these softs. It's just in some of the corners he's understeering off the apex, but he's managed to to get the power down. It's pretty good.
Fair enough. But
He's staying out. He's staying out.
Oh. Bougie's gone in. Mike's gone in as well. But what tyres? They're going for the softs. What is going on? They might think that it's not enough for the wets to kick in. I don't think.
If you want, I'll be your Ted Kravitz.
Oh yeah, please, please, mate, that'll be fantastico. Magnifico. No, it's not
Okay,
Italy.
so Buji's put the inters on. Buji's gone straight for inters.
Ooh.
Oh,
Right.
Stevens in. He's going on. Yeah, he's gone from the mediums to softs. White Eagles just entered the pits.
Um.
I mean, these are tricky conditions because I've been in places like Spa where it's been right on the edge and softs have been the tyre to be, but it's so tricky to figure out which one to go on.
Yeah, because you just don't know what to expect on here. White Eagle and Burgess, sorry, are the only ones who are on the intermediate tyres. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've gone through, to be fair, because the guys would have to pit again. Captain Stiff and Fasconi, they're on the 20 lap marker, well, 20 to 22 lap marker of the medium tyres. And they're just not going to pit at any point during the race. um, it's just absolutely insane stuff. But Mike, oh! Notorious has lost it on turn 12. Oh no! Oh, he'll be absolutely gutted. But Stephen trying to close in. Bougie. Oh, Stephen's gone past Bougie. So at this moment in time, at the minute, oh, Stephen made the right call.
Yeah, they're all over the place on these inters. Can't get the traction down. White Eagle's coming off the corners. He's coming out sideways. Yeah, definitely medium tyres.
Oh no, this is Bobby. This is absolutely insane stuff here. The Willow's pitted. So the Willow's got a 5-second stop go.
Fuji's staying out. I mean, this is tricky times now because do they stay out? Is the weather going to get worse? Do they hold out for a couple of laps? It's tricky.
If you was in this position now, if you were still racing, sorry, Snoop, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think there'll be there's a bit of a lag going on from Briggs's car there on turns 14, 15 and 16, but if you was in this position now, would you have gone for the inters or would you have gone for the medium soft at the time?
So, I mean, the plan was for me to go onto softs and stay on them as long as possible until I stop losing traction. But in these tricky conditions, if you're out on inters, you really have to gauge before sector 2 whether you should really stay on those tyres. If you're losing so much time, which I mean, Bougie is losing incredible amounts of time here. It's not worth it. You need to go back into the pits. It's a relatively short pit.
Yeah,
I would actually go for, I would go for super softs if it were me. If I was Bougie, I'd be getting into the pit, super softs, turn it all up, get the time back and see what happens.
But then that could be the time where the rain could kick in heavily. That's the point. It's just the risk, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the tricky thing. He's losing time on the straights as well because he's in mode 1 on deployment.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's in low mixture as well. He's still staying out. Still staying out.
Oh! The Willow! The Willow struggled. Oh! Briggsy!
So Stiff's in the pits.
Briggsy's got a issue with the lag on that one, but
so Stiff's going on inters.
The rain looks like it's kicking in though, Snoop. What do you think?
Yeah. So, interesting one here is Wilo is coming to the pits. He was 1 lap on the inters. And what tyre is he going to go on?
I think he'll have to go on the soft tyre.
He's going on to another set of inters. I think he's made a mistake there. I think he's come in wanting some slicks. The rain's come, and I think he may have just made the right choice on his MFD to get inters. But I think he's stuck. Wilo, I think he's stuck. No, he's just delayed.
Oh, I bet you're thinking the Willow would have been kicked off then if he got stuck. I would if I was in that position on that one. But Briggsy closing on Tej for first at the minute. The rain's really kicking in at the minute. And they're trying to hold on here. They're the medium tyres at the minute, but it'll be interesting to see what the Briggsy can do. Oh, that could have been nasty. Oh no! Did Tom? I don't know if there was an issue between Brixie and Tom, or Tom lost the car after turn 10, I think. But that was just madness there. But Brixie could have a chance of winning the race, but depending on what situation between Captain Stiff, if he can close in. Tom's pitted.
So,
sorry, Snoop.
yeah, so O. Stevens in the pits, he's gone on Inters. Now the interesting story for me here, mate, is F1 Richard and Ferocious Dan are still out on softs. And DRS is still available. So those are the telltale signs that that's the tyre at the moment.
It is, but you just don't know when that's going to kick in. You don't know when that's actually going to kick in. Oh my God, we've got a Williams and a McLaren battle for like top 5 at the minute. That is insane stuff. Mike's just gone ahead of Ferocious Dan, who's just coming out of the pits there. Absolutely insane in the membrane on that one. Vasco's got a 5-second stop-go penalty. Sorry, Snoop.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so Mike's on the softs and Tom's on the inters. I'm just looking at the sector times through the corners, and it does look like he's catching ever so slowly. Yeah, he's caught 3/10 up there in that last corner. Another 10th. Yeah, so I think the softs are the way to go right now. He's caught up nearly a second in the space of 4 or 5 corners.
Yeah, definitely. He might have a chance here to get into top 4, Mike, if he can keep it going. But F1 Richard looks like he's really struggling with the soft tyre at the minute as well. He's lost in so much time. But it just depends on... Brixie could win this race here if he can hold on for dear life here, Snoop.
So he's on the mediums. Lap 13. Again, it's still tricky. Do we know the weather forecast for the rest of the race?
I don't know about the commentary. I don't have the weather crew unless it's been told when they're in the pits at the time during the qualifying. So, but as you can see, Notorious is really closed in on the Willow on 7th place, and we'll have a run in here. Oh, this might have a chance here. Watching it from his point of view. Still DRS. Oh, there might be another car coming out here. F1 Richards coming out. Oh, no.
Oof.
Oh, what a move. Brilliant. Oh, absolutely insane stuff. F1 Richards gone out for the Inters.
I'm jealous of this. I want to get in this.
Oh, yeah. Look, mate. If I was doing this, I would have let you in straight away on that one, mate. So you know what I mean. But massive advantage for Brixie. You was about to say something, sorry, Snoop.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Notorious is pulling away from F1 Richard. He just can't keep on to the back of him.
Yeah, it might cause you on the Willow here. I think this is the time when the rain's actually going to kick in properly now. Probably in the next few laps. But it's still not enough. You don't hear the DRS is stopped or anything like that yet, but Notorious doing everything he can, Snoop, to try and close in on Willow for 6th place. Unlucky 13 here. Then coming up to turn 14, then 15.
If he gets this traction right coming onto the start and finish straight, he's got this. Yeah, Wilo's kicked out there.
Oh, nearly lost it there.
Yeah. Look at the traction difference. Oh, there's a bit of lag though.
Yeah, there's lag going on left, right, centre here. We both said it at the same time. Turn to bed. Oh, brilliant! Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Oh, brilliant stuff.
That was good racing from both boys there. Definitely good racing.
Oh, we've had a few penalty situations here, but Brenner's has got a 10-second time penalty. Not sure what exactly happened for, but hopefully that won't compromise too much there. But the Willow's really struggling with the Inters at the minute. But Mike's dropped off a little bit from the softs, trying to close in on Tej. Yellow flag sector 2. DRS is disabled.
So this is going to be the turning point of the race now, definitely. There's 16 seconds between Stiff and Briggsy. It's fluctuating between 16 and 17, but this is it now, the last 4 laps.
I think yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. We've got, again, yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. But regarding
Yeah,
this...
Wilo's all over the back. Wilo's all over the back of Notorious.
You thought the softs were going to last till the end, but they're not. Oh my god, that could have been nasty. Mike's pitted as well. Fasconi's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He really wants to chalk this race off as quickly as possible here.
So looking at the front, Captain Stiff has dropped nearly 1.5 seconds already on Briggsy. Another half a second.
Captain Stiff
That's
for the
nearly
win.
2 seconds.
Oh, Brennan's has retired from the session. Do you think Captain Stiff would win the race?
Yeah, he's losing way too much time. He's losing about 3/10 on every single corner with 4 laps left. It's going to be tight at the end, but I think Captain Stiff's got this. Just got to keep his head in the game.
He's doing everything spot on here, Captain Stiff, to be fair. Snoop, what do you rate him so far?
And he doesn't look like he's panicking either, and he can obviously smell the victory. He knows his delta's going down. I mean, he's just gained 2 seconds there in the last sector, coming onto the start and finish straight. And looking at his lines, he's meeting the apexes. He's not panicking. He's not overdriving the car. There we go, Captain Stiff into first place.
Oh, brilliant stuff. But Briggsy did have a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding the pit lane, so that's bad news on that one as well. But this could be the one where Ted's trying to close in on Briggsy, doing everything he can. But Captain Stiff will be thinking this is all or nothing situation here, and he's doing it with ease here. So what a brilliant race so far. What's been your best move so far, Snoop?
It's got to be anything involved with F1 Richard. He's just putting the car exactly where it needs to be. Ferocious Dan's been a cracking job as well. That's going to be an interesting fight there. If you look at the times between 3rd and 6th,
yeah,
they're all kind of catching up, bunching up, like in between sectors.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Stephen just laying. Oh, Bougie! Bougie's crashed on the DRS straight on after turn 9, coming up to turn 10. That is absolutely... I don't know whether to blame it on him on that one, but he won't have a boogie on that one tonight with a Bougie. Absolutely insane stuff here, but...
So F1 Richard is catching Wilo. Catching him at a rate of knots as well.
Oh, definitely. But the McLarens need to get some decent points here, because at the moment, Advantage Williams, after second race of the season, I know there's only 12 races in the total of the season, but this is the second of the second one of the 12 races. There's so many points to be. Oh, he nearly lost it there for Richard. Trying to cut the didn't want to go into the pits, and he just cut that corner there, trying to avoid it after that sliding mistake there. I know he didn't do it on purpose, but he just completely lost the control of the car.
I don't know whether he knows it, but he's running out of fuel. At this rate, he doesn't have enough fuel
to last the race. He'll probably need to stop as quickly as possible. Otherwise, he'll be absolutely killing. We're on lap 31 and 33 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. I have joined with Snoop Dogg Markey with me. Unfortunately, because of the issues with the Sauber team, he's just gone into the commentary box and explained his issues, and he said, "Can I join?" "Yeah, go on then." So he's joined me for the last 10-15 laps, would you say, on that one?
Yeah.
So it's been a great pleasure as always. So and it helps me a lot, to be fair, because I do miss quite a bit. Although Mike's really struggling at the moment here, Snoop, for 7th place. He's really struggling. He went wide there on one of the corners here, but yeah. Do you think there'll be a few shocks, or do you think this is what you see is what you get tonight?
I think this is pretty much what you see is what you get. I was hoping F1 Richard was going to get in there with Wilo, but I think he's just panicking, and he's definitely overdriving the car now. He's not meeting the apexes. He's in a weird powered mode as well for this type of weather. Looking at the grid, Notorious has got an option on Mike.
Yeah, Notorious is really charging in on Mike, who's really struggling on the inters, on the wets as well. Oh, that could have been nasty. Notorious, look, some over the slide there, but
yeah, he's overtake mode.
Go on, Snoop. You on? You're on now. Go on. Oh, I thought he was going to...
Through the corner. Yeah, that's it. He's got it. He's done it. He's still in overtake mode. Oh, he's made a slight mistake. No, he's gone through.
Oh, sorry about that, Snoop. I was giving you your 15 minutes of fame on that one there.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, I'm supposed to be concentrating in the pits. Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right. We try. Obviously, we're still learning as well. But yeah, Snoop Dogg. He's trying to do everything he can to do his commentary spot on that one. So he's doing it well. So we're on lap 32 or 33. We're on lap 33 now. The final lap. Captain Steve has just crossed over the line for the last lap of the race. So insane stuff here. At the moment, will be Captain Stiff, Briggsy, and Tej will be coming up. But look at the time so far, Snoop. Look at Ferocious Dan. 4.7 seconds. It's dropping down like flies here to catch up to Tej for third place at the minute. So, but Briggs is really trying to close in on Captain Stiff, who's really struggling at the moment. But I think he might just hold on. I think to hold on for first, but anything could happen. We're coming up to turn 7, 8 now. I'm gonna watch Captain Stiff's on turn 9. The rain's really kicking in now. The guys are absolutely all the fuel. It's gonna kick off on Captain Steve. He needs to try and make sure he can get to the end of the race, which I'm sure he will. Anyway, so passing into turn 10 now, coming up to 11 now, then coming up to 12 on here, and then coming up to the unlucky 13 corner, and then 14, and then coming up to 15. This is on the last corner now. He has done a magnificent race. He nearly could have won it last week at Bahrain for his second ever win, but this is his actual first ever win in F3. So well done to Captain Steve. Congratulations to him for winning the the Spanish Grand Prix. Brigsy's got a 5-second unserved stop go. So where's Tej? Tej, aka Tom, trying to close in, crossing over the line now for third. Oh, he missed out by 3 seconds to get second place. He missing that. Ferocious Dan got fourth. The Willow would finish in 5th. F1 Richard would finish in 6th. Notorious would finish in 7th. Mike would finish in 8th. And then Fasconi would finish in 9th. Oh, Stephen has already finished in 10th after his laps. Willow has left the session. But yeah, it was just... I don't know if you saw it, but there was a manic start at the first few corners. Did you see that at all, Snoop?
What, the start of the race?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in it.
No,
I was.
I mean, like, did you see what happened? Clear, because I saw some battles at the back, and then I saw yours, and then it was like madness. Whatever happened? There was a few crashes as well. It was just madness.
Yeah, that first. Oh, there you go. Back in the car. Lovely. Thanks for that, Sauber. 16th.
But I think they'll sort out with the point situation where he was when the pits entry happened. But massive congratulations to. But yeah, it was massive, insane stuff. But yeah, brilliant race for Captain Stiff. That was a magnificent win for him. Briggsy for second place, some fantastic stuff, and then Tej joining the podium stuff. So it was a massive boost, Snoop, for the Williams, for the constructors tonight.
Yeah, my kind of driver of the day. Yeah, he got a couple of misdemeanor, penalties, but Briggsy we did a cracking job, especially on those tyres in those conditions. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah,
Yeah,
well done to the top three. Just a shame that we couldn't get in there and
yeah.
mingle with them. So on to Japan, really.
Okay, fair dues. Here I use race clarification. Captain Steve first, Briggs is second, Tej third, Frost fourth, Willow fifth, F1 Richard sixth, Notorious seventh, Mike eighth, Frasconi ninth, Stephen tenth, Y Eagle 11th, Danielle 12th, Bougie 13th, Brennan's 14th, Steele 15th, Snoop, D Boy Dan, and Nigel Gash and Sorry Steele have all had a DNFs just in time as well. Um, So I'm going to invite the guys in now. I've been told that Briggsy hasn't got a mic, but hopefully he'll message during that point. But I will invite the guys in now. So if you don't mind, Snoop, I'll do the. Ah, Snoop's gone. Uh, I didn't mean to go. So I'm just going to invite Tej, Captain Stiff. Have I got Bougie? No, sorry, Captain Stiff. So just waiting for some of the guys to. So just waiting for some of the guys to join in now. So I'm just going to invite Brixie. You're alright, mate. I'll try and sort the stuff in a minute. Just make sure you got your loud voice to be shared. Nice one. Um, Same for you, Captain Steve, which I know you do anyway, but just double check in as well, if you can, please. Just waiting for Brixie to join.
Have you invited him?
Yes, I did, mate. I'm sending him a friend request as well. But yeah, just while I'm waiting for Brixie, hopefully we'll try and. Has he got a mic as well, or is he not? Do you know
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
has?
Well, it's a headset.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So just waiting for Brixie to join us. But yeah, I'm going to talk to the guys about their performance of the race tonight, and then I'll be talking to them about their next race, which is Japan, Suzuka that Veruca, as I always say.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but yeah, I'll try and invite Brixie again. Hopefully he'll join. If not, I'm going to have to start with the guys here as well. Oh, okay. Obviously, I don't want to stay too long, so hopefully he'll join. Um, yeah,
I suggested player, so see if that works, Mal.
yeah, I've done it, mate. I've just seen it. I've just done that now. Um, but yeah, I'll probably need to speak to you after this stream, Captain Stiff, regarding a few things anyway. Uh, so yeah, but yeah, it's hopefully I keep saying Bougie. Briggsy will join in a minute. If not, we might just have to do the first and third places, and then Briggsy will have to do his second place stuff in a minute. I'll give it one more minute.
He says he's trying.
Should be able to join. We do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, for this. Hopefully Briggsy does join us. Oh, bloody hell. Can't get back into the screen. So, still watching, still waiting for Briggsy. But, like I said, the guys here, it was a cracking, except for the first first lap and a few incidents left, right, and centre. It was a cracking race, to be fair, from what I've seen anyway. But like I said, hopefully I'll talk to the guys about their views and see what they think of what they thought of the race as well. But I might have to kick off with Captain Stiff first, and then Tej for his podium stuff
Mm.
now. So hopefully he'll join in soon. But I'm going to speak to Captain Stiff about his performance in the race, and then same with Tej, aka Tom, and then I'll talk to them about their. Oh, oh, what was that? That was like gone noise. So that will be, and then we'll talk about the Suzuka that Veruca at Japan next week. Captain Stiff. Captain
Yeah.
Stiff.
Yeah.
Sorry. How you doing, mate? You're right. Sorry. I thought you were
Yeah.
gone there.
Yeah.
Um,
Buzzing about that one.
uh,
So
is that your? This is you've waited so long for mini win, like for a win, and now you've got two in 2 weeks. How do you
yeah,
feel?
yeah, yeah. I think this one feels a little bit more special because obviously it's equal performance. The realistic performance it was sweet because it was my first league race win ever, but obviously this one being on equal feels a little bit better because it's obviously a level playing field. But yeah, rode my luck tonight, but yeah, absolutely delighted.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Did you thought that the mediums was going to go at some point during the stint that you did? It was about 22 laps, wasn't it? 23 laps of the mediums.
Yeah, yeah, I've kind of tried to stretch them out to around lap 2021 over practice, but obviously I knew the rain was coming. I didn't want to have to come in and just fit a set of supers on just for a stint. I knew that if I could stretch them to the wet period, then I'd effectively have a pit stop over everyone else. So yeah, it was hard. By the end of that stint on the mediums, I think I'd done 4 24, 25 laps on them, and they were on 87%. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was definitely for the final few laps really tiptoeing around, and that was letting Briggsy and that was letting Willow get away as well. So yeah, it was a bit of a gamble, but yeah, I'm glad it paid off.
Oh, fair dues, fair dues. I mean, it's like you're waiting for a bus, and then you just come within 2 weeks, and you just did it with ease, haven't you, Captain? So I'm delighted for you because you did a magnificent race. Did you at one point thought that you could have lost it because of what happened with the situation? Because I knew Briggsy had a massive gap between yourself and Briggsy, because I wasn't sure whether the Inters was going to be the one that's going to kick in at that point, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I just took the risk of having to come in and hope that the rain came in the next few laps, and obviously I came out on inters and it was definitely still dry, but it was worth the gamble because I knew eventually the rain was going to kind of work in my favour. So I saw Briggsy pulling away, and I think he got up to about 13, 14 seconds. But then, as soon as the rain and or obviously the DRS got disabled, and then I think I made up 4 seconds in one lap. And I thought, with 4 laps left to go, he'd have to come in. So from then, I thought I'm going to have obviously the advantage. But running those 5 or so laps, or 4 or 5 laps on the intermediates and the dry tyres had actually taken about 25-30% of their life out of them. So for the last 3 or 4 laps, I was really tiptoeing around those final two were definitely a little bit scary.
Yeah, definitely. Another question actually I wanted to ask was, did you see what happened at the start? What happened at the first few corners, from what your point of view, or not?
Uh, I saw, I think it was Notorious had been turned around, and obviously he then came back into the track. Obviously, I have no idea who came
Okay.
into contact with who. Um, but yeah, there seemed to be two separate incidents going on at the same time. But I think luckily Tom managed to kind of find a way through the carnage, and I just sat behind him and followed him through. So I think luckily for the Williams team, we managed to get out of that unscathed.
Fair dues, fair dues. Because that was the talking point as well as the race as well. Because there was like a massive first and turns 1 and 2 and stuff. But overall, it was a cracking race, and you did a magnificent drive. And don't get me wrong, I hope I'll see you with more wins than ever before. Could this be the year that the Captain Stiff, Captain, would win the title? Could be. Could be
Oh,
not.
well, we'll see. We'll see.
I'll tell you what I would love.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I would love, but it probably won't happen if it was like the F1 '96 season with Villeneuve versus Hill, just a Williams battle for the championship. That'd be good. A friendly one, because that was done like gentlemen's, wasn't it? There was no malice between the two, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, but we work together. We're pushing each other, and we're hoping for a strong season.
Fair dues. Fair dues. But like I said, Captain, congratulations on your win tonight. Like I said, I hope there'll be more wins, more podiums. For we know, for hopefully that will be. But whatever happens, I hope
Not too
you
many.
do. Hopefully, we'll see some more on that one. But congratulations again. Can you hold on for a few more minutes to talk about Japan, if that's all right?
Yeah.
Nice one. Just as we was talking to Captain Stiff, Brixie has finally joined the podium stuff. Can you hear me, mate? No?
No,
Oh,
he should be able to. He was saying that his headset is a Bluetooth headset, and he was saying earlier on it does work in party, so I hope it does work now.
Brixie, if
That's
you're
if he's
there,
there.
Brixie, if you're there, can you make sure you got your loud voice to be shared if you can do it? If not, I might have to come back for you. So, Brixie, are you there? Hello?
Hello, McFly. Anyone in there?
McFly? Brixie? Are you there? No? He probably is there, just probably not working with the headset. I'll come back to him, see if he can try and get back on. Tom. Tom. How you doing, mate? You alright?
I'm very good. Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. First ever podium in F3. The run of fourth and fifth has finished, and it's nice to get a podium.
Yeah, this is the track. For many, many years, I've known you for many, many years. Feels like decades, doesn't it? And this is the track where this is the one where you would be specialised on this track, the Spain.
Yeah.
And and you did well, to be fair, considering what the strategy was. Did you thought you got third tonight, or did you thought you just see how the race goes?
Um,
Sorry.
well, at the start, Mark, what happened was I started in 11th. I didn't mean to start in 11th. I actually went on super soft.
Oh,
It
okay.
validated my lap because me and Gareth were talking before the start, and he was going one stop, and I was going to switch to a two stop because I thought if Dan and Richard are going two stop, I'm going to try and fight fire with fire and go up against them. But what happened at the start was I'm in 11th, running down. I've got Nitro Gas in front of me, Briggsy in front of me. We all brake as normal,
Yeah.
but then we have to brake a lot harder into the first corner because there's a little bit of contact ahead of us. And then when you go around that long right-hander, a bit like
Yes.
last season's F1 where Grosjean lost it and he went into Gasly and it all was a big mess. There's like 5 or 6 cars everywhere. And I did go slow through it because why should I go at full pelt if I know I'm probably going to hit one of them? And so I managed to weave a way through.
Okay.
Gareth followed me through, but he actually said that, he just tiptoed through it with me. And when I noticed that I was on fresh softs and the runners in front of me were on super softs, I thought this is opened up here because I'm in fifth. And then Notorious spun at the top of the hill. I was nowhere near him; he just spun on his own.
Okay.
Richard was ahead of me at one point as well. I think he went wide, and I managed to get ahead of him. But then I noticed that Snoopy Mark and the Willow were both first and second. But then Richard, Gareth, and I think it was Briggsy. There was 3 of them in a battle, and they managed to catch me. And I thought I was going to try and pit on lap 10, but then I thought I'll stay out for lap 12, 13, try and change to a one-stop. I also noticed that Gareth was behind Richard, and I thought to myself, the longer I can hold Richard up, just down that main DRS straight, so I turned up to Rich level 5, the more chance I'm going to give Gareth of, a chance of getting past him, and hopefully we can have a strong race. As it transpired, what happened was I went to the mediums.
Yeah.
When I came out, I managed to undercut Richard. I noticed he went on the super soft, so I thought he's gone on the super soft, thinking the rain's going to come, which it did, but he had to pit again. so that knocked him out of contention. And then Gareth eventually paid for the inters, and I said to him at the time, "Is it ready for inters yet?" Because it was getting a
Yeah.
bit sticky coming down out of the final corner. You're having to lift a bit, and at that point, Briggsy was catching me, and the lap later, I thought, right, I'm going to have to come in now. It's getting too sticky, I'm sliding everywhere. And I lost it at the hairpin, and I was facing the wall. I managed to correct it. I must have lost about 5-6 seconds to Briggsy, so that was probably P2 out of the way. But when I came out just ahead of Mike, and Mike was still on the softs. And I noticed Mike's times, he was still sticking with me on the inters, and I was thinking, oh no, I've got this wrong, I've messed it up. But luckily enough, Mike ended up going in, got inters, and then I had a gap of 5 to 6 seconds ahead of Ferocious Dan, who by now was on the inters, and I just kept looking at the lap times and counting down the laps because it was always like 4.5, 4.5, 31 laps gone, 32 laps gone, and it was just relief to have actually got a podium, and obviously even better with my teammate in first. But I think luck was on our side today. We were quite fortunate with the fact that a lot of the cars had a bit of a pile up at the start. But I'd like to say it's not a regular occurrence that happens in F3. You know yourself, I'm sure the other admins around, I'm sure the other racers know that F3 is normally it's normally one of the established formulas. It's definitely one of the most entertaining with regards to close racing, and
Oh,
I think it might have just been a one-off. And I'm hoping it's a one-off. I don't think it was any malice in it. I think it's one of those things where two don't go into one. But
yeah.
I don't know. I've not seen it yet. I've not watched the stream yet. But like I say, I'm pretty sure myself and Gareth are happy to take the lion's share of the points once again if people can't keep the car straight.
Yeah, as followed on from what you said, Tej, and fair dues on that one. Yeah, like I said, F3 has always been entertainment, and it's been cracking racing throughout all the seasons I've commentated on, and I always privileged on it. It's probably been a one-off, and I will say this now. I will say it was a shocking first few corners from the first one. I will say it, but at the same time, that's just a one-off. It's like just
Mm.
don't get it happen again at Japan because that's going to be awkward through the S's, isn't it? On first sector, that's going to be awkward on that one anyway. But
Yeah, but then you've got to trust each other because in my experience of racing with this grid, you can, I'll happily go side by side with anyone through the S's, knowing full well that they'll be able to keep the car to their side of the track. I think let's not blow it out of proportion here. It's a very rare occurrence. If you look at all the starts last season, F3, you might have had one, two, possibly three cars have a little bit of contact and someone's lost a bit of wing, but it's not a regular occurrence. It was obviously bad as a spectacle, but to be a part of it, you see like 4 or 5 cars sprayed everywhere. But these things do happen. At the end of the day, it is racing, and
oh
I
yeah,
hope there's no massive repercussions for anyone who is involved, because if it's going to be investigated, I don't think there should be like you see in the chat now. I think people are getting a bit hot about it, but it's still fresh in people's minds. And don't get me wrong, if I was a victim of it, I'd probably be annoyed. But hey ho, that's rough and smooth. But yeah,
yeah, fair dues, fair dues. Like I said, it like I said, it's not always every week that this happens. It's always been like a one-off thing anyway. But like I said,
oh yeah, absolutely.
but yeah, absolutely. Next week, this race is done now, so they're going to move on to next week at Japan,
Mm.
and that's what you got to think of as a racer. So you just got to take the opportunity, and that's what you guys have done. You've took the opportunity, you took it with ease on that one. So well done, well done. Actually, Tom, did you think um, with the strategy, was you worried that when you said earlier about there was a 4 car battle from top 3, I think it was. There was like a bit of a top, like we say, you're bringing Captain Stiff into play to stop.
Yeah, Stiff, Richard, and Briggsy. Yeah, they'll catch me.
Did you at one point thought that they were going to well, obviously, I think it was F1 Richard tried to overtake you during the straight at any point during that time, or did you race just
No, he didn't
try?
get he didn't get close enough, and I'm not sure if Gareth could see it as well. But it was like every time I was coming down the straight, he wasn't getting close enough. I was up to level 5. I had my rich fuel mix on, and as soon as I got through turn 1, I was back down to medium, back into standard, and it was just a case of just managing my own race. I knew that they were faster than me, but there was only really one area to overtake at Catalunya. It's not widely renowned as a great overtaking track, so I just knew then once I got that out of the way, the other sectors come quite because the corners at Catalunya come quite fast and furious, and I thought, well, he's not going to try and throw it up there. So yeah, but
Yeah.
So
they were definitely quicker than.
I had a DRS failure on lap one. Didn't
Wow.
Oh,
manage
okay.
to get it back until after the battle had actually finished. So I think on the last lap, probably I think it was like lap 7, I managed to get it back. So yeah, Tom was doing very nicely to back Richard up into me, but unfortunately, knowing that Richard had DRS on Tom, there wasn't much I could do. I could kind of just stay with him and just save a little bit of battery at the time. But yeah, it was yeah, it worked out for the best in the end. But at the time, it was frustrating.
Oh no, it was just like I saw sometimes where on my screen it looked like for yourself, Captain Stiff, it looked like you had the DRS, but it just wasn't opened. I'm like, you had the chance to get F1 Richard, but you just didn't use it at one of the laps. I don't know if it was because, as you said, it was still broken at that point in time, but it was like, I don't know whether you not used it, but you did use it afterwards, which is fair enough. But it looked like he wasn't going to use it at that point. Um, but don't get me wrong, guys. Williams drivers in the podium stuff tonight, massive boost for their constructors as well. So that's massive boost after 2 races. I know there's 12 races left. It's not like a sprint. It's always a marathon, as I always say, with like a Grand National moment on that one. But if you don't know what Grand National is, look it up at Aintree Horse Racing in April. You'll find out next time. But yeah, Tom, did you think? Like I said, with the battles that you had, is there anyone out there that's going to be your rival for this season? That's what you've seen so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think once the likes of the Willow, Booge, and um, Snoopy Matt get a bit of consistency, I think them three are probably going to be out and away and possibly taking the podiums most weeks because I think them three I think are pretty much the quickest and probably quicker than most of the grid. For me and Gareth as a team, I think our main battle's going to be, and enjoyably, it's going to be with Dan and Richard because I think we've already got a bit of a rapport with them as regards to a rivalry. So yeah, I think if you ask myself and Gareth, I'm pretty sure we'd probably say the McLarens are going to be the ones that we're going to be aiming for and going for the constructors.
Oh, that's it's like fighting talk here. Watch out, you Williams.
Well,
Watch out, you
Gareth
McLaren.
hasn't said
Sorry.
anything yet. I don't know if he agrees with me yet.
Yeah, that'll be it.
I'm not bothered at all. Yeah, not worried.
I just want to raise quite confident. I don't care.
You know,
No,
I've
I'd agree with Tom. Yeah, McLaren are strong. Obviously, they're reigning constructors champions. They are for a reason. They're both very consistent. But then, yeah, there's plenty of guys on the grid that can give us a run for the money. But I think, yeah, definitely the McLarens are probably going to be the ones that we've got our eyes on for the rest of the season.
fair enough, fair enough. But like I said, congratulations, Tom, on getting your first ever podium in F3. So hopefully that
Yeah,
podium will turn into a win soon, hopefully, and get more wins, more podiums. For all we know, hopefully it will be
who
this
knows?
season.
Who knows? Could be a quiet championship challenge. Who knows?
You never know. It could be the silent old person on that one. So on that one, would you hold on for a few more minutes to talk about Japan, if that's all right?
I need a wee, but I can hang
Yeah.
on for a few minutes if
No,
you're quick.
yeah. Go if you want, Chris. Go Brixie. Brixie, are you there still? Are you there?
He said he's trying to get his microphone to work, so it might not be working. So just imagine he's asleep. He's fell asleep.
Fair enough. Uh,
Oh no, there we go.
hello,
It
hello.
was working. Eh?
I think his mic's. I can see the icon for the mic on the screen, but it's not on. Hello, Brixie. Brixie, are you there?
He's there, but it's not working. He said, "I'm trying everything. I can hear him, but I can't speak." He said, "He's, tell me what you want to say."
Okay. Brixie, well done for getting second place. Just a quick one, actually. What did you think the second was the best that you could have done tonight? So that's the question I'm going to say to Brixie. While I'm waiting for that response, for you, Captain Stiff, we're going to talk about Japan now. While we're waiting for Brixie's answers on that one. So, Captain Steve, what's your thoughts of Japan, and what are your expectations of Japan for next week?
Um, it's not a track that I can say I've raced around all that often on this game. Not for any particular reason. Just it's just one of the ones I wouldn't say I'd choose. I don't feel unconfident around there, but equally I don't feel like it's one of my stronger tracks. But yeah, I'll put some laps in over the week and find out where the pace is. It's all about getting the right setup. Obviously, you want to get around 130R flat out, so you want to find a setup that will aid that. But yeah, I think I'll give it a good go, and obviously you want to come off a win and get another decent result and keep it going, keep the wheels going. So yeah, we'll give it a good go. We'll see how it goes.
Fair dues, fair dues. Again, congratulations on your win tonight, Captain. Aye, Captain. You can have a Captain Morgan's after all that, the drink next. So, but yeah, fantastic, fantastic win for yourself, and I wish you all the best of luck, wherever you do, in this season of F3. Briggsy, have you got your answer for the question I said about it was second, is your best ever finish? Yeah? No? Okay. Tom, as I said,
Yes, mate.
with Captain Steve, what are your thoughts of Japan, and what are your expectations of next week?
Japan, beautiful track, one of the best. You could happily sit there one of the nights with a beer, just doing time trial around Suzuka. It's one of those tracks where once you get in the rhythm, you get in the rhythm, and it's fantastic. It's really notoriously hard to overtake. So I think you're going to see a lot of people going for it in qualifying because, like I say, it's notorious for overtaking. If it's wet, it's going to be even harder. I mean, if you thought today in Spain was hard, Japan's going to be a lot harder. It's a lot tighter. It's a tighter track as well. There's a lot of runoff areas. For me, it's definitely one of the best tracks on the F1 calendar. It's very old-fashioned. It's a figure of eight. I just like the fact it's got a lot of runoffs. You know, it punishes mistakes. It doesn't give you any. Don't get you off the hook, if you will. My hopes for Suzuka, I've not even done a lap of it yet. I've probably done a few laps for on this game. I think me and Gareth are. Well, for myself personally, I would quite happy just to take a top eight. You know, I think I've outscored myself. I think I've outperformed myself tonight. I think that's mainly due to other people's misdemeanors. But I'll be quite happy with just a nice solid points finish next week and keep the Constructors' Championship ticking over.
Fair enough, fair enough. Like I said, congratulations on your third place, your podium
No,
finish.
cheers, Mark.
And I wish you all the very best of luck, whatever happens this
Yeah,
season.
I just want to say thanks to yourself, Malk. You know, you turn up every week doing the F3 commentary. It's a thankless task. You do it out of your own good, and it's always entertaining, not just for me, but for all of us to watch the race back. So you know, even though I've known you for 11 years and all that bollocks, it's yeah, it's respected. So thank you very much and appreciated.
Oh, thank you very much. I
Yeah,
feel
no problem.
honoured and privileged on that one.
Oh,
Thank you
well, I'll
very
have to get
much.
you a beer at Silverstone in a few months anyway.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a beer. Let's have the podcast sorted on that one. Live stream
Yeah,
on that one.
yeah,
On that one.
live stream.
But yeah, thank you very much, Tom. Very much appreciate with that. It's a tough job being as your only commentator. Snoop Dogg did help me out the last half of the race, but throughout the races, it's been a cracker, and
Yeah,
I've always respectful of F3 anyway, and Invictus as well, regardless anyway. But thank you very much, Tom. Really much
I'd
appreciate.
also be lying at some point during the race when I'm racing where something happens and it pops into my head, malt's off. Something's happened, malt's going to be off. And, you know, if I see somebody doing a move, I'm thinking in my head, yeah, malt's caught that. And it'll be like, what the move? You know what I mean?
Do,
So it just pop into
do
my
you
head at
like that?
times.
Do you like that? That moment there.
Yeah. I think you're enthusiastic and yeah, it's enjoyable. It's fun, and I enjoy watching the race back. And I'm going to
Don't worry.
enjoy watching this one back.
Don't worry, I'll try and get the bog off deers with the domino effect. Like, buy
Yeah,
one, you get one
yeah, that's it.
free! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Sorry, my commentary stopped
Oh,
now.
hang on. I got some answers off Briggsy. You think he sent me them on Twitter. Just a
Okay,
sec. I'll get the answers off him.
okay.
He said Stiff was too quick at the end. second was the best. Shame I got two 5-second penalties. One was at the beginning, one was at the end of the interstop. It was a great race though, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The end.
Oh, nice one, Briggsy, and well done for getting second place, mate. I hope, I wish you all the very best. Well done for getting podium as well. Hopefully we'll get the mic sorted next time, Pommy. Next time we'll do a proper chat on that one, shall we say? But like I said, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all the guys that have just joined us on the podium stuff. If Captain Stiff, Bougie, and sorry, Briggsy. Sorry, I keep saying Bougie. BB Briggsy, and I do apologise. And Tom, aka Tedua. You guys can
Cheers,
stay. You guys can stay if you want to hear my last thoughts. If you want to go, I've got no problem with that. But I'll just send my
I'm going
last
for a
thoughts.
wee, but I'm probably going to sit in here.
All right, mate.
I know the stream's off.
We're sorry for any technical difficulties. He needed to go on that one. So, my last final thoughts of tonight's race. There was a brilliant qualifying lap, to be fair, from Snoop Dogg Markey. A brilliant lap. I thought he was going to be tantalising until the end. I thought Bougie would have got that right at the end. But we had to restart the lobby and stuff because of some of the drivers could not get back into their cars. But the start, it was probably just a one-off thing where there was an incident that's at the first corner at the back, and then also there was like a pile up as well. I tell you what, it was probably just a one-off thing, and I keep saying it every time. But other than that, there was some magnificent battles. There was a 4-car battle. I was expecting the 7-car battle from Tuesday's night, but I don't get me wrong, from Captain Stiff, watching it from that point of view and trying to get past as quickly as possible, he made the right calls of where it mattered. Briggsy did fantastically well and get into like the top 3 as quickly as possible, and then obviously Tom brought back to get his first ever podium to obviously F3 career of Invictus Racing League. So, but there's some battles left, right, and centre. Williams will have the advantage of having their constructors battling out against the champions of McLaren, so it'll be a fantastic battle for them guys anyway. So I can't wait for it anyway. But yeah, it's just absolute. I love the racing. Don't get me wrong. It was just a few incidents left, right, and centre, but hopefully that will be all sorted by Japan, and I can't wait for it next week. So I'm just going to say last few bits. We're going to be next week at Japan. So always remember, always remember, stay classy. I'll see you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next week at the glorious race of Japan. That's Suzuka, that Furuka. Ta-ra, bit.